Hi everybody, my name is Melissa Welsh and I'm the founder of Pixel Sense and Melissa Welsh Photography.
And I'm Amanda Haddow, the founder of Amanda Haddow Photography, and this is Wind Down Wednesday. Grab a glass.
You.
So, we have some exciting news to share with you guys. Melissa just came back from a fantastic time away, and guess what she brought back with her?
A giant trophy!
So awesome. The best in engagement photo for the professional photographers of British Columbia, which was incredible.
Yeah, I've actually got, so I won the, it was the best in class in a portrait category of one or two people. So my engagement photo called A Peaceful Parade won the best in class in that category. So
stunning.
I was pretty excited about that, especially because my work tends to be a little bit more on the contemporary side and doesn't always get acknowledged in more traditional image competitions. So it felt like a really big honor to be recognized this year. So yeah, so that was exciting.
Yeah. So we had been talking a little bit about winning awards. What does that mean to the what credentials?
Do they matter?
Yeah. If we carry credentials along with our name, maybe in the signature of our email, maybe on our website. I don't have a lot behind my name, and it's something I haven't been very confident in going forward with. But Melissa's put herself out there a lot more, and are these credentials something that people look at and say, you know, wow, is this person more qualified than this other person that doesn't have them, or is there a lot of weight behind having those behind your name? And so we thought that we'd talk about that with you guys today. And maybe just build a little bit of confidence in putting yourself out there a little bit more and exploring the benefits around it.
Sure.
So,
well, I think it's funny because I hear this conversation all over the place, you know, like whenever somebody wins an award or something like that, professional organizations come up and people often talk about the designations and awards and like think that it's just like a bunch of people patting each other on the back saying, hey, way to go, you know, and like nobody really cares about it. And you'll hear the naysayers say, oh, well, my clients don't care if I win awards or whether I have a designation or not. And I think it's like one of those things that it's a tool if you want to use it, is how I look at it. Like if you win an award and don't tell anybody about it, then you're right, nobody is going to care. But if you use it, like for example, this week, since I won this award, I've been to 2 networking events. And it's the first thing I get to say when I stand up in front of a room of 100 people, you know? So instead of saying my regular old spiel where, hi, I'm Melissa from Melissa Welsh Photography, and I blah, 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 blah. Now I have exciting news, and I get to explain a little bit about how my colleagues have recognized my work. You know, it's not just a little magazine award or, viewer's choice or whatever it is. It's actually other professional photographers have awarded my work, so it's kind of a big deal.
yeah, so I think there's validation definitely in the process, and I think just in terms of valuing ourselves, it really makes you feel confident in the work that you're doing, because when you have a peer review and it comes back in a positive way, then that just can only reflect on us feeling better about our work and being more confident and putting it out there more.
Now there is the other side of that, of course, and when your work does not get accepted, then it has the exact opposite feeling. And I think a lot of times, like when people that don't understand much about image competition and salon and they make judgments on the old boys with all their awards around their neck and like think how super dorky that is and how it's all ego, you know, it's their egos are all wrapped up in it. The thing that I've learned myself from competing, like I've only started competing, I competed when I was in school once, and then I didn't compete for like 10, 12 years. And I wish somebody had explained to me why it was important, because I feel like my business and my skill set would be at an entirely different place than what it is right now. So, anyway, sorry, Caitlin, just answered the phone. And
Oh.
I lost my train of thought.
No worries. I think the other side of this that we wanted to mention to you all is how do we drive traffic to our websites? How can we increase the traffic that's driven to our websites? And getting out there and being on different sites and having acknowledgements in different areas can only increase the traffic that is driven to your site.
Oh,
so,
totally. Well, as soon as something like this happens in your business, you're sending out press releases to like all your local newspapers, all that sort of thing, like blogs, everything, everybody, like you have a reason to talk to people, and basically you're building your brand and your credibility in your community. I remember what I was talking about before when we got interrupted. Sorry about that. I was thinking about the ego thing and how actually incredibly difficult it is to compete, because a lot of times we're emotionally attached to our images and we always put in what we think is our best work. And so when our best work does not get accepted or acknowledged, it's often, well, it's the most difficult thing to deal with.
it's so crushing.
It totally is,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And but what I've realized over the years since I started competing again is that's where most of my growth comes from, right?
Yeah.
It's because like everybody on Facebook thinks your work's amazing, right? You know?
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
like you post an image and everyone's like, oh my God, it's amazing. Nobody is looking at it with a critical eye, helping you grow and become a better photographer.
It's true.
And so when I started competing in 2011 was my first year, and I definitely had hit a lid in terms of my work. Like I was looking at other photographers' work out there and I could see there was another level and I was not there. You know, my clients were happy, I was consistent, but I was missing something. And for me anyway, competition, like my colleagues' critique, so actually not getting images accepted, you know, is where I have learned the most over the years. So if it's something that you have considered or something you haven't considered, I would highly recommend it for personal growth. And also if you think of that membership, like your PPOC membership or your PPA membership, as potential advertising and marketing money, you know, so instead of thinking like, well, what am I gonna get for that $400? It's like, if you compete and win an award, that $400 is nothing in comparison to all the free press and advertising and everything like that you will get from those types of awards.
Yeah.
So,
and the amount of sessions that will be booked off of it. So either traffic
totally.
that's going to be driven to your site that you wouldn't have had otherwise, or just new people that are going to be exposed to your work that you couldn't have reached on your Facebook
that is
page
a good,
or
that's a
Instagram.
good point, because that's one of the other things. I remember the first award that I won. That was the first wedding season where people just started booking me on the phone. Like I didn't need to meet with them. They just like gave me the date, they were gonna send me money, and they just wanted to book me. And I was like, that's all it took?
For sure.
You know, like,
validation.
why did it take me so long to do this?
Yeah.
So, no, some people say that this stuff doesn't matter. But hey, when you walk into the studio and my clients see this, it's a
big
conversation piece.
Yes,
you
for
know?
sure.
People want to know about it.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Anyway,
you should
congratulations.
compete.
Yeah, you should
Thank
compete.
you.
Get your work out there. I'm going to try to do it in the next 6 months to a year. I am actually
I
gonna
challenge
say
you
that.
6 months. I
6
think
months.
you should do. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, we challenge you guys too. So write in the comments what you think about this. This is Wind Down Wednesday for today.
Visit pixelsense.com.